All right, what's going on, everybody? Hope you're all doing well. Oh man, I gotta tell you guys, I am feeling the grind burn right now. I am about done with this damn grind. I do not really want to keep grinding, but here we are, man. Here we are, 760 rounds deep, 58 million points. We gotta do it. We gotta finish this thing up. So, welcome everybody. Let's get a tweet out so we can get started nice and quick. Let's see. Dearest yet Marvel champions. What do I want to say? I'll trade the 60 million. Well, I have 58 million. Well, I'll say I'll trade the nearly 60 million points I have for Shang-Chi right now. I'm gonna word this. Yeah, alright, whatever. I'll trade the nearly 60 million points for Shang-Chi. I have for Shang-Chi right now. If you disable synergies in the arena, I can't take even one more match versus Heimdall. Hashtag please. Whoops. Hashtag please. Okay. Whoops. What the heck is that even? I don't know what the heck that was, but alright. Alright, I'll trade the nearly 60 million points I have for Shang-Chi right now. If you disable synergies in the arena, I can't take even one more match versus Heimdall. Yes! No! Okay. Tweet. Alright. What up, everybody? Woo, accelerate with the quickness. Living up to the name. Sending over that buck super fast. Thank you, dude. Slap. Thanks, man. Did you even have a message? Let me see. Just saying, yes, I made it, Mom. Oh, man. You did make it indeed. Dude, thank you very much for the loony. Rafe sending over a buck as well, saying I was so close. By that much, dude. Just barely missed it. Very close. Very, very close. Thank you very much for the buck, though, dude. Appreciate it. Brain Car, what up, Easy? Venom Pool. Are you saying Venom Pool because of the variant? I heard the boss there is pretty nasty. I, of course, have not stepped foot into the variant. Just here grinding away. That's all I'm doing. Friend at Act 4 and didn't get any rewards. Any solution? Contact customer support. I have no idea why you got no rewards. But you could always contact, send in a support ticket. Okay, so this is where I'm currently at. 760 rounds deep. 58 million points. 58 and a half. That half's very important, right? That half could mean the difference between getting the champ or not. But yeah, lots of grinding to go. And as I was saying, when the stream was just starting up, before anyone really got in here, I am feeling very burnt out on this grind right now. Just gonna be honest with you guys, dude. I don't want to finish up this grind. Of course I'm gonna finish up this grind. Like, I didn't come this far to be like, nah, actually, I don't even want the champ that bad. I'm gonna finish up the grind, but this has been a rough one, man. This has been a rough one. Maintenance didn't help. Honestly, if maintenance didn't hit yesterday, my champs were in such a good spot that I could have gotten a little bit more rest at night. But that maintenance, that really hurt, guys. That really hurt. Prevented me. I had to stay up like a little bit later than I wanted to. And then not getting enough sleep, and you just feel it, man. You just feel it all throughout the day. So that sucked, but hey, what are you gonna do, right? Anyway, Brain Car, I have 10,419 units and 320,000 battle chips, and we have 16 days until Cyber Weekend. Do I have a realistic shot at getting to 15K? I will be spending minimum 12 hours on the road before holidays. Yes. Yes. It's close, dude. It's pretty well, like when you say realistic, what do you mean by that exactly? Because you can get about 2,000 units a week just from hitting all the milestones. So I don't know if you're going to be able to do that with spending, you know, a minimum 12 hours on the road. But if you did hit all the milestones, if you crush those for the next 2 weeks, that's, you know, about 4K units right there. And then pulling 500 units out of 319,000 battle chips, that's doable. You could get unlucky and not end up with 500 units, but on average, you're gonna pull just over 500 units. Well, I mean, I guess you need like 581 units, so it'd be very close. It'd be right in there. You do have the whole weekend though. It's not just Cyber. It's not like 16 days. That's the start of Cyber Weekend, right? Yeah. That's Black Friday right there. So. You even did have like a few days on the weekend. So, is it possible? Yes. Would you have to hit every single unit milestone? I'd recommend it. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Tomorrow, the first episode of the Lassie and Juliet podcast comes out. RIP. I want to listen, man. How do you... Where do you listen? I think you can link. I think mods can link. Yeah, I mean, mods could definitely link stuff in here. Or just let me know, and I'll... I'm assuming you got to go to like some... Well, no, actually, I have no idea. Is there some exclusive? Is it on like Peacock? Do they even have podcasts? Or can I just do it on like Spotify or YouTube or something like that? I'm pretty curious, man. I kind of want to listen. I don't know if I will. Depends on whatever else I'm doing, but maybe I'll save it for like the next grind that I do, and I'll listen in during the next champion grind. Listen to a few of them. Brian, a lot has happened in the span of 5 hours. Check Twitter to continue your journey. MSD. Okay. Let's see. What is this? Remember how I said I would have used the gem on Sparky? Dude, yeah, I do remember that. Also, this other thing, dude, I saw this. Yeah, I didn't get a chance to check out the video yet, but I saw that thumbnail. It is posted, right? Or was that not posted yet? I'm checking my subscription feed right now. Yeah, it is posted. It posted an hour ago. Okay. Dude, 1 star. So that's what this was. 1 star. Soloing all these bosses and everything. If you guys want to see the madness, check out MSD's channel. The medalist of the Sonicist dude. You could listen anywhere there are podcasts. I personally use Google Podcasts. Okay. I don't really listen to podcasts too much. Every once in a while I catch a clip of something on YouTube. So I never know if there's things that are like exclusives to certain, you know, platforms or not. But okay. Decided when the new account challenge start, because Act 1 and 3 rewards look the same. And no, dude, we need need side quest, need proper side quest. Don't know when the next new account challenge is gonna be. Get a lot more battle chips too. Just wonder how much I can grind and still be a fun uncle. Well, the 2,000 units a month, or 2,000 units a week, that's including the battle chips. So, yeah. First Star Ghost, in the right hands can do any content before Act 6. That's very true. Under Mother sending over a buck saying, hey BG, if you sweat in a sweater, are you the sweater? Also, Twitter please, is very important. Under Mother, with the tongue twister make you thinker? Something like that. Hold on, Twitter. Okay, let me see. Where are you? Where are you? Here we go. Hold on, hold on. Let me not get heavy attacked by Wasp here. You know, I always think of it as an uppercut, but the more I look at Wasp's heavy attack animation, it's kind of like the Shoryuken from Street Fighter, you know, that kind of uppercut. All right, let's see. 172k health gone in 55 seconds. I'm going to take back all the bad things you said about my Gilliqueen. Go ahead, I'll wait. You're gonna be waiting a while. I hate to tell you this. That's good, man. I'm so happy that you're having a good time with her. That makes me happy to hear. But you keep enjoying her. I think that's it. I don't want to get between you and Guillotine, you know? So just search The Psychologists Are In. That's the name of the podcast. Okay. Gotcha. I'll probably forget that and just type in like psych podcast into Google. But got it. Thomas Shaw, Tomas, sent over 2 saying, hey man, Twitter please. Okay. Tomas, what do we got? What is this? This felt great. 2 paths left and 6.2.6 for 6.2 100%. Nice, dude. Are you about to crush this guy? Oh. Oh, boy. Yeah, that was some damage right there. See that one more time real quick. That health bar. Where'd it go? Just disappeared. Oh. Nasty. Thanks for the extra motivation to continue this grind. Almost done. Really hope that I get the champ. I am starting to get to that point in the grind where it's like, early on, I had like a good day 1, confident. Just like, yeah, man, this Shang-Chi is going to be mine. Day 2, I feel like day 2 went pretty well, too. It's just, it's a lot of grinding needed to get, the score needed to get Shang-Chi, right? So, as we get closer to the end of the grind here, it's that kind of unsettling feeling of like, oh god, is all this time going to be for nothing? Am I going to get the champ or not? Starting to get nervous, you know? Down to the final 12 hours here, essentially. But, very nice. Still Silva sending over a buck. Don't see any message, but thank you very much for the buck. Definitely appreciate it, man. Thank you. Maximus said 05. What up, Maximus? Saying, Brian, I need something. I need you to concentrate. Use the force. I need armor break, stun, and buff RNG. Thanks. What's up, buddy? What's up, dude? Need armor break, stun, and buff RNG. I don't even know what that's in reference to. Is that something with the new variant? I don't know. But Maximus, good luck, dude. Good luck, dude. Best of luck to you. How do you get that type of damage with Shang-Chi? I guess he has to be awakened. I don't think he has to be awakened for that. He had a high combo. There's some ramp up required. It was like a 230 hit combo before going into that special. Rip93 forward sent over 2 saying check the tweets. Okay. Let me see. The awaken ability does add damage though for what's it called? Oh, okay. Linked it. Got it, man. All right, thanks, dude. Yeah, dude. I'm gonna have to check that out. Rip, dude. I mean, the movie's coming out. What is it? The 18th? Was it the 18th? I'm gonna try to watch it right away. We'll see what happens. But, yeah, man. I'm gonna try to watch it right away, just like I do with Psych 2. I'm excited for it.
The man loves beans.
And yeah, thank you, dude. Deadly Metal sending over 3. Thank you very much. Saying, hey, BG, I'm Cav, and I have Variant 5 initial clear done with my rank 5 Doom. Nice. I have a Science Awakening gem and a 4 to 5 Science rank up gem. It's between Torch and Void. Wanting to know which would help me clear monthly Cavalier / variants. I won't be Awakening Torch. Yeah, that's a good call. I would say go with Torch. Rank him up. Don't Awaken. Done. Easy. Void's amazing. Void, he's a great champion. He would certainly help you as well. But Torch overall is just currently the more useful champion in the game. The more used champion in the game. So they got a nice little synergy together too. It's not really a big deal, but hey, it's nice. Always nice to see those buttons light up. Give yourself a little bit of extra attack when questing, you know. But yeah, man, I would say Torch over Void currently. If for some reason you did not like Torch, and this is more so just for everyone else in here right now who might also be thinking similarly of like, but I really like Void, not as big a fan of Torch. Do I have to go Torch? You don't have to. You could go Void. Void's he's a great champion too. But if I'm giving advice, and this is with lots of experience with both champions, I would say currently Torch is the way to go. Okay, this is good. My 5 stars don't have that much time left before they're going to be available. But right now, my 6 stars, they are just coming back. So I'll get the 6 stars in first. That'll leave me just enough time to run them once more in the morning before the arena's all said and done. And then I'll get in my 5-star champions after my 6 stars are all done. And then, yeah, that'll leave me in a pretty good spot. So I'll get my 5 and 6 stars in 2 more times starting right now. That's how you have to think about these arena grinds. If you guys have never done them before, to try to keep yourself from breaking mentally of like, this grind's never gonna end. I just count it down. I count it down like, all right, I just got to get through my 6-star roster 2 more times. Got to get through my 5-star roster 2 more times. That's it. Hopefully that's it. Craig Hardy sent over 2 saying tweet from, okay, let me see. Craig, let's see, found, yeah. All right, took the advice you give to everyone about not using Awakening Gem until the champ is ranked up. And today I pulled this. Glad I waited. Hell yeah. Nice, dude. Got the natural dupe on Hercules. Very nice. What's good about that, too, is Hercules, he benefits from the SIG levels, too. It's not just the Awakening. He certainly doesn't need SIG 200 or something like that, but you know, the higher the SIG level, the better, for sure. So, beautiful, man. Saved yourself a gem. Got yourself some additional SIG levels. I mean, you're going to get the SIG levels either way, but still. Very nice. Very, very nice. Want to get this fight in before I rank for Black Bolt so I can laugh like a fool doing it after. Maximus. Interesting. Hold on. Did you say what? Let's see. Did you say anything else? Just inside Assassins unboosted, best run so far. Oh, Abyss Iron Man fight. Oh, okay. Okay. Interesting. All right. Very interesting. How many points is BG hoping to get? I don't really know. I can't remember exactly how many points I get from running both my 5 and 6 stars. I was thinking it's about 8 million, but I can't remember if that's correct or not. So if let's just say it is 8 million, and I can do that twice, 5 and 6 stars 2 more times, so that'd be 16 million. So that would put me at about 60, or no, sorry, about 75 mil. Which I hope the cutoffs don't go up, because that'd be devastating. But I'm also really trying to save units, so yeah. I could get my 4 stars in a little bit more as well, just to tack on like another million or two. It's my estimate for right now. We'll see. Your opponent's team score is always lower, even though you have 764 consecutive wins. How? I win 12 matches and opponents double my combined strength. Yes, this is the method called the infinite streak. It's a little bit complicated to explain. Essentially, you hit a certain streak number, and like the opponents, they can't be higher. They literally could not be higher, because if you're like, all right, let's say you're using like 4-star champions in this arena. Well, the arena also allows 5- and 6-star champions in there, so the game could give you something higher. But if you're using like the maximum strength champions, using the maximum rank that a player can get for 6 stars, well, the game can't throw you anything higher. And then once you hit like a certain streak number, like the system, it keeps throwing you harder and harder and harder opponents until you get to like a streak of somewhere in like the 15 to 18 range. Again, it's complicated. I'm leaving out some of the details here intentionally. But let's say you get to like a streak of 18, the system just kind of folds on itself. It kind of breaks, and it's like, okay, we couldn't give this player anything harder, and it suddenly like defaults to a lower level champion for some reason, where even if you're throwing in 4-star champions, the system will still give you like 4-star champions to fight against. Now the catch to all that is that you still have to throw in a certain level of champion, otherwise you'll get what's called a death match. So you still have to have like if I were to use 4-star champions, which I did at the start of the stream, they had to be max rank 4-star champions. Otherwise, I would have got hit with death matches, which, yeah, the opponent would be doubling my strength essentially at that point. I made a video a long time ago detailing a bit about the infinite streak. It's somewhat dated because the arena system has like the arenas themselves have changed, but the formula for the streak, like the code on Kabam's side of things, it hasn't changed. So you can, if that was confusing what I just said, you can still learn from the video I made a few years ago on it, and you know, certain things would have to change to apply it to today's arenas, but it would still kind of teach you about it and show examples and stuff like that. So could still be worth checking out. What's up, BG? I'm thinking of going for stealthy for my first 6-star grind. How high do you think he'll go for? Nick, good question. I don't know. Let's see. Let's open up the arena cutoffs here. So stealthy, who can we compare that to? Stealthy. Maybe we compare it to like Kingpin levels. I would say maybe between like 45 and 50. Is what I'd guess. Hard to say, and I'll try to get a little bit more of an accurate prediction before I put something down on the on screen when his arena actually starts. But at the end of the day, it's a crapshoot, man. I know you've been around long enough to know that it's it's impossible to guess. But that's somewhere where I'd ballpark it. is somewhere in that range. Where I don't think he's like super highly sought after, but at the same time, he's not a totally useless champ, and anytime it's a little bit more of a well-known character, I feel like, you know, maybe that adds a tiny bit to the score. So, I don't know. I'd say somewhere in that neighborhood. I got 6-star Goblin. Is he good? Which Goblin? We got more than one Goblin these days. If it's a green Goblin, I'd say no. Although you can park him on defense. He's a decent defender. If it's a red Goblin, decent pull. Yeah. Not, wouldn't say the best pull ever, but a decent one still. One that be happy enough with. I'm way too lazy for planning. That's why I brute force death matches and sweat for 30 minutes until I'm back in easy mode. Okay. Fair enough, man. As long as you can keep the streak. Use what he did in the featured for comparison. It's a little bit hard comparing the featured. I don't know. I feel like that was early on, where before like the arenas were really getting figured out. Scores weren't really established back then. So I don't know if that's the best way to compare it even. 6 stars. Hello. Where are you? We have a minute to go. Okay. I guess we're gonna sit here for a minute. Yeah, I got Red Goblin. Okay, that's definitely the better of the goblins. What's up, Pixie Belle? Am I putting you to sleep over here? Always put 1 550 and 2 440s. I know from experience that vision is as low as I can go my roster. Yeah, sometimes you gotta feel it out, for sure. And you can mix and match, like Scarco said, to squeeze in some lower champs. Spreadsheet is way off. I know it relies on submitted data, but the recorded voodoo cutoff was rank 70. 70 the actual cutoff was like 13 mil lower. Yeah. Sheet's definitely off. Kai 705. Kai, thank you, dude. Saying I'm sure you've heard plenty complaints on the variant. Not many, actually. Not in stream many, but I have seen some people talk about it. I've seen my alliance mates and elsewhere talk about it. But I feel I have the right to complain about it personally. Venompool, stupidest fight ever. Yeah, I heard it's pretty lame. I heard this guy right here helps a lot. Apparently APOC and Mr. F. I heard those guys can help get it done, but outside of using those champions, I hear it's like damn near impossible to do the fight or something. So yeah, a lot of people are not so happy. Man, the way I treat variants these days is I get excited for them on new account challenges. I don't even care about the variants on like my main account here. I'm gonna stream it at some point soon, maybe this weekend. Just to get a feel for it, just so I can give some advice if someone asks. But honestly, I don't even care to do the variant. If I'm being totally honest, man. Like I still have other variants that I haven't 100% cleared. The rewards, they're just gonna go in the overflow. The 6-star shards, actually, I do want the 6-star shards. But right now, like I have enough catalysts. I'm missing gold. I need to get gold from the December event. They better bring back that boost. I'm gonna be so sad if they don't. But I need to get gold before I can even use the catalysts. And I need to see more about, you know, the what's it called? The Alliance War changes when we can actually ban champions. I need to see like if my champs are going to get banned and then who I need to rank up. So I can't really rank anyone right now anyway. And then of course the solo competitive, still waiting on that. So I'm kind of in a little bit of a standstill with my current resources until we have a little bit more info on that stuff. So like I don't even care to do the content for the rewards currently outside of the shard. I mean, I guess there is gold in the rewards too, huh? Dang. Wonder if it'd be worth waiting until the gold boost to do the variant just to get a little bit of a boost on the gold. that's bad. It's kind of where my head's at right now. Anyway, but yeah, I heard that fight. Very silly. Alright, Madrox Multi, though, sending over bucks saying, BG, you want these 1.4 million points I have in the Shang-Chi arena? Yes. I'm not going to use them. Yeah, send them my way, dude. Honestly, I'd take them. I need all the points I can get. But yeah, if the fight is that bad, the variant fight, that makes me kind of sad that it won't really be an option if I pull champions on a new account to hop into that variant. If it's too hard, it's gonna make it impossible to do. Anyway, Kai sent another 2 saying, I was having so much fun using a 4-star Deadpool. Dude, I did hear that he's really fun in there. I don't even know what the nodes are yet, but I've heard that Red Pool is super good. For me, it's that they say it's not end game content, but make fights like they are end game. That is silly, yeah. I've seen people say the same thing, Static, and I totally agree. It's weird that they're like, yeah, we're not going to give the end game rewards, but the fight is like incredibly brutal or something like that. Anyway, Tomas sent over another buck saying the last boss is a joke. It was okay because I had APOC, Mr. Fantastic, and Max Despair, but that shouldn't be needed in a mercenary variant. Yeah, that seems silly to me. Neither champs are mercenaries, right? But oh well. What are you gonna do? Maybe Kabam will make a change to it or something like that. It's been a long time since I've seen people complain about a fight like this. It's been since like Acid Wash Mysterio in Act 6.3, is it? I think 6.3. It's been since then that I've heard people talk about a single fight in this way. In like a bad way, you know? Because of course people talk about the unique bosses like the Grand Master or the Kang boss, but those are usually in positive ways. Even if it's like, oh yeah, this fight's really hard, but still, this is something different where it's just like, yeah, this was really lame and stupid. So, Kebab Mike said they're looking into it. Okay. So that more than likely means it will get changed. But they need to figure out how to compensate people who did it early already and they don't know what it's going to change to and they're not ready to share details. That's my guess. At least. Send the forums they're changing the fight Friday or early next week. Did he say for sure that it's getting changed? Or there's just that they're looking into it? But okay. If it was easy, we'd be discussing how much of a letdown it was. It's true. It's pretty difficult to land in the sweet spot, I guess. But I don't know. I feel like the variants early on, I used to complain about the variants where I was always disappointed with the difficulty because it was the ultimate endgame content once upon a time. Variant 1 was the ultimate endgame content. I mean, outside of like, you know, what they call the Everest content, like Labyrinth of Legends and Abyss and stuff like that. But I mean, hell, Variant 1 was like more difficult than Labyrinth of Legends, and there was no Abyss yet. So it was like the ultimate endgame content. And then each variant that came out afterwards, I had it in my head that like, okay, that's what it's gonna be. but then it got a little bit easier, a little bit easier, a little bit easier. And I complained for the first few of like, oh man, I was looking forward to the challenge. But then when it was kind of established that like, okay, variants, they're kind of that you know, that bridge, that to bridge the gap between like a Cavalier player and a Thronebreaker player and help more people to get there. You know, still very challenging, 2 Cav level players and stuff like that, but that's where it's at. So like, I haven't really complained about the difficulty. At least I don't remember complaining about it for the last couple. Kind of just accept like, okay, that's the goal for it. Got it. So if this one was easier or something like that, I'd be like, okay, cool. Dang, dude, this is such an awkward spot to be in with my roster right now. Like, the champs, they're right about to be back up. But, like, I have to keep waiting in between rounds. Just a tad bit. Slowing down my grind. Gotta wait 30 seconds each time or something. Static said another buck saying, I wish variants were end game content. I think it'd be awesome for something to challenge the end game players and give others something to look forward to. Yeah. I got mixed feelings on it. Like I said, I kind of like nowadays that it is the established, you know, gap bridger. I don't know. What's a better word for it? There's got to be a better way to say it. But, you know, I do like that it's that in between Cav and Thronebreaker thing. I do think though that we could see a repeat of this, and I'd be happy to see a repeat of this for like Thronebreaker to the next title, whatever the next title is, right? We don't have that title yet, but if there was like a super variant, not that it should be officially called that, but just for the sake of talking about it, if there was a super variant, a variant level 2 kind of thing, that they just started. So like they continue on with the current variants and stuff like that, and that difficulty is established, but it's just different, you know, allowing people to take different paths. But then if they had another set of challenges, which I mean, that's sort of what the Karina's challenges are, I guess. But if they actually had quests like that too. That's a lot of content though at the same time. So I don't know. Maybe at some point they do need to stop making the variants for, like, you know, between Cav and Thronebreaker difficulty. And maybe they do need to just say like, we've got enough of them. Let's amp it up. Let's amp up the difficulty. Let's amp up the rewards. I don't know. I don't know the best way to go about it. One of these days, I'll not be exhausted trying to do these. I say the same thing sometimes. Are you talking about that fight you're doing? Or are you talking about just the quests and stuff? ABG, I'm grinding that Be-Whiskered quest and got a 5-star Mr. Sinister. What are your thoughts on the guy? Mr. Sinister, I see him mostly as a defender and just somewhat annoying to fight, kind of. I don't think he's all that useful offensively. I don't think he's terrible. I think he's, like, if they just gave him a little bit of love, if Kabam buffed him just a little bit, then that's all he needs, and he would actually be a useful attacker. He does have some very unique utility, and people do use him offensively on occasion. He's immune to reverse controls, There's not many champions in the game that have that capability. So he's immune to reverse controls, which, depending on how you are in those situations, he could be a lifesaver. Some people use them to beat the Grandmaster and stuff. But outside of that, I see him mostly as just an annoying champ to fight against due to his ability to heal, and someone that you can kind of park on Alliance War defense and not really use too much offensively. Simon's handing over 100 yen. Simon. Thank you, dude. Saying, what about adding endgame chapters to current variants in place? Another level like Classic, but endgame? Potentially. I think it... The last thing I said, where I said, like, it's a lot of quests, a lot of content. I think it could start to fall into the trap that the monthly event quest fell into, where it's like, you have to run it over and over and over and over again to get the rewards. I think if they added a maybe just special set of objectives, maybe that would be a good place to start, where like Karina's challenges, where you have to do things in a specific way. If they just had a special objective, not, hey, use 4-star champions, kind of lame. But if they did that, or even if they unlocked, like, yeah, okay, forget the objective thing, because I think right now maybe it's a little bit hard to see, because so far for these special objectives, that is kind of what we're looking at, is like, okay, use 4-star champions, or use champs tagged in a certain way. It's not that interesting. It's fine enough, but it's not super interesting. But maybe imagine this. Imagine, yes, they did add a Thronebreaker difficulty to the variants, but instead of rerunning the entire quest, it's just one path. It's one path of the quests. You go through the path, you fight the boss, so you're essentially doing like 6 total paths to 100% the Thronebreaker difficulty or something like that. That way, because I don't know, man, it just gets to be too much. Imagine they added a Thronebreaker difficulty, but you have to go through every single path again. It's like, man, is that really necessary? You know? So just to have it like one path per quest, something like that would be cool. With like a similar theme, but, you know, of course, more difficult nodes. Maybe even with a unique style boss, similar to what we see in story content, if they were able to do something like that. Although, no, that might be too much. Might be asking for too much. I know those bosses take a long time to design, like the Grandmaster, Gwenmaster, Kang fight, whatever. But I'd like to see something like that. So Master Plus. Yeah, if they just called it like Variant Plus, that'd be good. Endgame content should be the race to max rank 6 stars. I don't know exactly what you mean by that. Race to max rank 6 stars. Do you mean like they should be available in game to max out right now? And it should, like, you know, could actually work towards it or something? Usually you can reach Maestro easily as Act 1 to 4 were shortened. Okay. You must be talking about for a new account challenge. Could always do that. I always reach Maestro, or I could reach Maestro very quickly. Part of the new account challenges, though, the bigger part about the newer account challenge is figuring out a way to, you know, get the champions ranked up. That way I can push beyond Act 4. How would you feel about Karina-type challenges geared towards the variants? If that was part of, like, Karina's challenges, is like, going into the variants? Is that what you're saying? I think that'd be cool. Yeah, I don't see why not. I don't think it should be restricted to any one area of the game. Anything goes. Send us all over. I like thinking of the game as in like an open world sense, even though it's very clearly not an open world game, but I do like to kind of visualize myself as like, yeah, we're running to a certain part of the world that has like we're going to like Deadpool land for this variant, where it's like villain land, you know. A little bit more of like a theme park MMO style mindset. Thronebreaker variants, all your favorite bugs, but with 3 stars. Yeah. Yep. What's up, BG? How are you? Jason Wild Bunch, what up, dude? Variant plush, sounds like something that would be behind a paywall. It does sound like that. Yeah. Last day and you only have 59 mil? Only? Dude, I put in a lot to get this far, man. I've got 5 and 6 stars to run 2 more times for... I think it's going to be somewhere around an additional 16 million points. Which would be higher than the round 1 cutoff. Not by a ton, though. Is 4 mil in 4-star arena worth? It depends on how long it takes you to get there. If you have, you know, high-ranked champs for that arena, yeah, oh yeah. If you have to really struggle and get there with like 2-star champions, no. Just do what you can reasonably do. Get whatever milestone you can get to within reason, and that's it. One path, folks are done day 1 and asking for another difficulty. That's anything. It's literally anything. That doesn't mean you shouldn't do it. It would still be something fun for players to do, to hold them over till the next thing. You would have to go through... The way I think about it too is like you'd have to, like, you know, clear the variant to unlock that single path. So would players still knock that out in a day? Yeah, absolutely. You can get through the variants in like, I don't know, 4 or 5 hours of just kind of face down and grind mentality. You can knock it out 100% in 5 hours. And then yeah, if there was an additional path in each quest, I mean, that could be another hour or something like that. What are your thoughts on the new variant, BG? Haven't done it yet. Haven't looked at it. I just hear the boss is crazy. BG, who would you recommend ranking for variant 5? My only Spider-Verse champs are Spidey 29, Miles, Classic Spidey, or Symbiote Spidey. Or should I try to pull someone else? You don't need any of the Spideys. It's Mystic and Symbiotes as well. I would say Spidey 2099 is a good champ to rank up just in general. I don't know how good he is in that variant, but just keep in mind you don't actually need any Spideys. When I was doing that quest, I think I tried bringing in Stark Spidey, or maybe I used them for a little bit or something like that, just because I thought, like, oh yeah, if the nodes are geared towards it, I should do that, right? But I had a much better time just using Mystics and Venom. Venom also put in some good work. But yeah, out of the Spideys, out of the ones you mentioned at least, I would go with Spidey 29. Is the first round more points or the second? We don't know. Round 2 usually goes a bit higher than round 1, but no one really knows. Round 2 could be lower this time. There'll always be fringe players that do it day 1, but the vast majority will not. Yeah, exactly. Vast majority will not. And gonna say, like, it just, I don't know, I really like having the option of, like, just making the game less linear. And I love that Cavalier players, you know, what, like, once you hit Cav, the game just opens up. Because until you get Cav, you are kind of on this one track path where you got to go through the story quest. Technically, you can do variants before hitting Cav. It's just I don't recommend it. But yeah, technically I do that on the new account challenges, right? I kind of missed that feeling though. It's a good feeling thinking about the game in that kind of way. Leading up to Cavalier on a new account challenge. But on my main account here, it feels like, okay, at a certain point, the game starts to become more linear again, where you're not really necessarily thinking about like which direction you want to go in. I mean, at the end game, you do still think about that to some extent when it comes to, like, okay, do you want to focus on prestige or alliance for defense, or there's always that decision making. But I do wish that, like, let's say for these challenges, just for the sake of argument here, let's say they limited it where you had to bring in 6-star champions and they had to be rank 3 even. So you needed it was like a challenger rating restriction, essentially, right? Let's say that they did that. So, and they went back and retroactively added it to each one of the variants. So now you're there deciding, like, okay, which variant do I want to do? Which champions do I have available? Which champs can I take to rank 3? Should I do this now or should I wait to do this later? Like, I don't know. I would love if the game kind of made us think like that. And I know not everyone is Thronebreaker, but there's quite a few of us these days. I think there's enough of us that I don't know. I feel like people would appreciate it. Like opening up that flexibility, giving players something to think about more again, aside from, okay, how are you going to get that next hit of prestige? You know? I think it'd make things a lot more interesting. Venom is such a beast now. I remember when rank 5 stars were super rare. I saw someone with a rank 5 Venom and thought, what an idiot. The bloke could see the future with that rank up. For real, dude. Yeah. I think I have like 2 mercenary champs worth the damn, so that variant is going to stay uncompleted for a good chunk of time. Yeah. I was wondering, how are your opponents in arenas so weak? When I do it, I just explained it a little while ago about the infinite streak, so I don't want to go on another long tangent about it, but I have a video. It's a little bit older. Still recommend watching, though. It showed arenas when there was only 2 of them. But yeah, it still explains it. Or I wish I could tell you a timestamp for this stream when I was explaining it, but I can't. All right, we're gonna have to mix in a little bit here, 5 and 6 stars. Does anyone know if we can still grind 4.1.6? Oh, like the revives and stuff? I don't know. That'll be the game is growing, and it'll be just a thing that used to be different. Wait, what? Oh, the 6.2.6 champion. Pre-nerf you're talking. I do 10 hours. Also, it's brutal. 4.6 is still there. Not sure about revives in the paths though. Haven't tried it recently. Like that path is there. If that path is there, then the revive should still exist. But yeah, I haven't looked. I also very, 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 very rarely farm revives. Like, I don't know. I know some people swear by it, but I still, it just still feels like a waste of time to me. I could see if, like, I don't know. Maybe it'd be better if I had more energy refills. I could see maybe if I had the sigil and I had a little bit of faster energy gains. Having that little bit of extra energy to just like auto fight, turn that on, claim an extra revive with that energy. I can see that being useful. So maybe it's just the position I'm in where I just don't feel like I have that extra energy to throw at it. But yeah. Domino Flaming Trinity crushes most of it. Just that unfair Venom Pool boss to look out for that's apparently getting fixed. I imagine she would crush it. So you can... Okay. I mean, I guess I already knew that you could take in other champs outside of Mercenaries when people were saying they're bringing in, like, Mr. Fantastic and stuff. And it always sounded like you could bring in other champs, but I wasn't totally sure if they were going to lock out other champs besides Mercenaries. But I guess not. You got the full suite of synergies. That's cool. BGA's thing worth being my first 5-star rank 4. Yes. Thing's a beast. I don't know who else you have, but yeah. Thing is worth all the ranks. Should I rank up my duped Shang-Chi or my red mags to rank 5? They're both great. I would typically say red Magneto is probably the way to go. But you could go with either one. Use Venom Pool for most of the variant. I could see that too. I kind of want to get my Venom Pool ranked up before doing the variant. I don't know that I will. I might just go all Nebula all the time. I heard she was good for it, which I was kind of expecting her to be. Double Domino, Rolk Massacre, and Nebs have been great. Going double Domino, okay. I do want to get my Domino ranked up. Which, man, I still, like, can't even believe I'm saying those words. I mostly want to get it ranked up just for the solo competitive mode, but hey. If she can crush this variant, I might as well get it ranked up now, right? Build a champion, Brian. Tech class. I want to build Punisher War Machine. Build a champion in the tech class. Okay. Hold on. Punisher War Machine. Okay, so we're just talking about 2 champions. If I had to combine 2 champions in the tech class, I feel like one would be Howard the Duck, just so we can get a different version of the duck in the game. Hold on. But I feel like that's almost cheating, because who wouldn't want to pair up with that god? Alright, well, maybe this is just because I'm thinking a lot about Nebula these days, but imagine this. Imagine Nebula and Howard the Duck. And imagine Howard the Duck's special 2, but it's just shooting like streaks of, you know, lightning or something like that. Come on, man. That would be sick, right? That's my champ. My Monkey Boy has been my favorite to use, personally, and my Saber Dude for that Venom Pool run. Okay. Yeah, I can see that. Hitmonkey. Of course, you're running Suicides, Mike, and Hitmonkey crushes when running Suicide, so yeah. I can totally see that. The skill Corvus. The other skill Corvus. Glad the war season is back. Game feels a little stale and less community interest when it's off season. I agree. I'm not the biggest fan of war, but I totally agree, man. Interest is definitely lower when the season is not on. I mean, hold on. Laura's in here saying, I just heard banana hammock be called big boy butt floss. I can't stop laughing. What the hell? Okay. Just a reminder, please don't spam. You're gonna get timed out. But I mean, dude, it's one of the reasons why I'm looking forward to the solo competitive mode so much, is because I feel like it's gonna make the game just a lot more interesting overall. And it's not, I mean, I'm sure there's gonna be some like downtimes for the solo mode, but I'm kind of hoping that it's just this ever-present mode that if you want to take a break from it, you can, because it's just solo and you're not, you know, relying on everyone else that you all have to play at the same time. So I'm hoping you could take as many breaks from it as you want, but also if you want to play it and you want to just go nuts in that mode, I'm hoping that it's there to go nuts in, and the game never kind of has that feeling of, oh, there's nothing to do right now. You know, only nothing to do right now if you don't want to do it. Wait, you're excited for the solo mode? I don't think I've heard you talk about it before. Yeah. I know. But I meant in this context, Karate Michael. You son of a... Should I rank up my Stealth Spidey to rank 5? I don't know. What are your goals with the champ? I'm personally not a fan of Stealth Spidey. It's a usable champion. But always think about where your goals are. BG, did you just threaten to time out your wife? Not cool. Yeah, I may have threatened her. It ain't the first time. It won't be the last time. I have a question. What if I got bored of the game and I still want to play? What's the best way to get back to the game? I'd say set some goals for yourself. Set some goals that you can, you know, go and accomplish. It's a good way to do it. But also, I have to say, if you're feeling bored with the game, there's nothing wrong with just either, you know, stopping, taking a break entirely, or just kind of maybe relaxing a little bit, keeping up with like some of the bare minimum things to do. That way, when your interest is higher again, you'll have like a bank of resources still. You know, continue logging in, maybe drop from an alliance or something like that. But at the same time, like, alliances, they can keep the game really, really fun, really interesting. So if you're not currently in an alliance, that could be a thing to do too. Essentially, if you still want to keep playing, you got to shake things up. Either by setting some goals for yourself, or you know, maybe joining an alliance that you guys can pursue a goal together. I have a question. What if I got... Oh, wait. Oh, man, I was just reading the same question. I just look at comments randomly in the chat. And occasionally that happens where, you know, the chat moves. So I look in a different spot. And I just landed on the exact same message again. Oh, man. PG, who's worst, Quake or Stealthy? Who do I hate the most? Is that what you're asking? Boy, that's a good question, dude. I don't know if I can decide. I guess I hate Quake more just because of her existence and how it affected the game. But, I'm about to, like, probably learn how to play Quake. Like, I mean, I know how to play her, but, like, actually practice with the champion a bit. Get good with the champion. Just for the solo mode. And I don't know if that means I hate her more or less than Stealth Spidey. Because Stealth Spidey I could just easily ignore. I don't care. I don't give a damn about Stealth Spidey. I don't expect him to be... I don't expect him to be terrible in the solo mode, but I also don't care enough about him to play him in that mode. I don't think he's going to be that good that I'll be missing out if I'm not playing him. Whereas Quake, I feel like, yeah, I'm going to have to play her. So maybe that means I hate her more. I think. Yeah, I think that means I hate her more. I really don't want to use her, but I have to. Been using 5-star Taskmaster invariant, and it's fun. His concussion isn't that hard to stack. Okay. Doing a Taskmaster style. Does BG read his Twitter? I do. Did you send me something? I don't check it constantly throughout the day, but I check in a few times here and there, and then on stream if you send over a tweet. If I see your message, they're asking me to check Twitter, I check it out. Pretty annoying how you can't use Stealthy's pre-fights in the solo mode as of now. Oh yeah! Oh yeah! Oh, that's so ridiculous. Okay, they're gonna change that, right? I totally forgot about that, man. Oh, that's so stupid. I mean, I'm assuming that's just because they had to do the tournament by a certain date. They had a deadline, so of course the game mode was not finished yet. And I'm assuming that you're gonna be able to use a pre-fight, but also maybe not. Like, who knows, man? I've made plenty of assumptions in this game before, like, oh yeah, this is really dumb. They're gonna change this, and no, that's just the way it is. So who knows? That sucks, dude, because I want to use my Sorcerer Supreme, and it's not as big of a detriment to the champion as it is for Stealth Spidey not being able to use his pre-fights. But I do like to swap around my pre-fights with Sorcerer Supreme. I more often than not like to go into the power steel mode first. Or if there's a rage node, I actually like to start out on the defensive mode first. I'm telling, dude, Sorcerer Supreme. She's the queen of subtle strategies, where you can make these just slight adjustments to your play style that do matter. And yeah, taking away that ability, like I fully plan on including her in my deck. I already have her ranked up, right? So I hope they do allow us to pop pre-fights. Best part of the variant is I get to rank up more 5 stars. True, dude. As much as I was saying, you know, I don't care a ton about the rewards, I do like the rank up gems too. They're nice rewards. The variant rewards, they're nice rewards. It's just right now I'm in a position where like I feel like I need to hold. So I'm not super compelled to hop in there right away. But I'll do an initial clear probably this weekend, if I even wait that long. No, yeah, I wouldn't do it sooner than that. Like, I'm gonna be pretty tired from finishing up this grind. There's still a lot of time left in the grind, technically. And I don't think I'm going to stay up all night, but I'm not going to get a ton of sleep. So yeah, I don't really feel like hopping in a variant tomorrow, but potentially Friday, if not Friday, Saturday or Sunday, I'll do an initial clear. Torch's pre-fight would be OP. It'd be quite strong. You're not wrong. But there's also the ability to ban champions. And he's not going to be useful in every situation. Like, thinking back to the fights that we saw people do in the Summoner Showdown, Torch's pre-fight, it would be good in some situations, but like in others, the opponent was still going to get to a special 3, or it was somebody with an unblockable, you know, like Punisher 2099, with the unblockable specials, you know, those types of champs were selected. Torch, he's a very powerful champion when you can pick who you're fighting. But he's still, like, there's a reason why, you know, everyone thought Torch sucked originally when they used him in Realm of Legends. He's not the type of champ that you do want to use for every single situation. So, pre-fight or not, Torch is still going to be a strong option for the solo mode. I'm just saying, I don't know if it necessarily breaks the game, giving him the option to flame on. Static. Send over to the Buck saying, I don't have any pressure to rank up for prestige, so I can just work on getting my 5 stars ranked up to rank 4. Dang, dude. That actually sounds pretty nice. A lot of my resources do go towards that at the moment, but it's kind of like they're going towards that because I don't really have a choice to use the rank ups for prestige. You know, there are no like sig stones that I can get from the glory store, kind of thing. So I'm like, okay, can't get sig stones, can't get rank 4 materials yet. I'm sure those will be there at some point. I'll probably have to scoop up a bunch of those. But otherwise, I'm just like, alright, screw it. Let's get some tier 2 alpha. Let's party with the 5 stars. Get more arena points. And it's just fun ranking up 5 stars. Like we've talked about, but yeah. Yo, BG, what are some fast ways to get glory? It's just AQ, dude. There's not really fast ways. You got to be an alliance quest. It's a weekly thing, and that's it. Like, you might have gotten extra glory from the compensation packages that Kabam was giving out, or are still giving out. I don't know if they are. I don't check the mail. But otherwise, outside of that, it's basically just do AQ. Bots, eh? Big stream night. Wait, was that person spamming a bot or something? It was a bot-like message, kind of. I don't know. Anyway. How many units will you need to spend on average for this grind? I don't know if I need to spend any units. I'm thinking about spending a few. I don't know if I will. But, I'm gonna make it higher than the round 1 cutoff without using any units. Usually just started my 7.3 run. Kang is at 40%. Nice, man. Jesus rotation makes me go Balder. Oh, man. I actually do want to do that fight pretty bad, I gotta say. Talking about the variant and saying, not like super pressed to do it. I actually really do want to get back to 7.3, specifically the final quest. It's gonna be a little bit of a slog going through the rest of it. Probably not too bad from you know, everything I've heard and experienced so far in there. But in particular, I really want to fight that Kang. I mean, the first time I fought him, I had no clue what was happening. And it seemed like such a cool fight. Like, I want to do it having the understanding and just having fun with it. I really want to go back and do that quest. I'm probably going to save it for last. Just because, like, if I do that, like, if I save it for last, I'll be more motivated to get through the rest of the quest 100%, you know? So I'll probably still continue to go in order. But I only did 7.3.1 100% so far. But yeah, I gotta do that. Oh, you know what? Just thinking about it, I should knock that out before Cyber Weekend. Because come Cyber Weekend, there could be like class-based Nexus crystals. I mean, there's almost for sure going to be class-based Nexus crystals for the money offers. I don't know if we're going to get them for the unit offers. I think there's a solid chance that we might see something like that, but I want to pop open the basic Nexuses before then, just to know like what class type to pick, kind of thing. So yeah, 7.3. I'm gonna try to finish that up before Cyber Monday. But a Cyber Weekend, it's just like a big sale year, a big sale time of the year. It's based off of Thanksgiving in the United States, being the last Thursday of the month in November. And then Black Friday is the day after Thanksgiving, and that's like it was like the biggest retail sales day. And then they extended that through the weekend because gotta make that money. There's currently no way to rank for a 6-star without spending money. Correct. What kind of roster would you recommend for grinding and arena out for both 5 and 6-star versions? Can anyone give me some input on this? To actually get the champions, I don't know exactly how many champions you need. What I recommend doing is like just run all of your 5-star champions that you can in the arena, all the ones that aren't going to give you a death match. See how many points you get from that. Note that down, because then you can run those champs 3 times a day, assuming you have the time to, and then do the same thing with 6-star champions. See how many points you get, and then multiply it by 2 for the 2 times a day you can run it. And then yeah, it'll give you a pretty good estimate of what kind of score you can achieve, and then compare that to previous cutoffs to see if you would have. If you have the roster for it. Could you check Twitter, BG? Cybite Boss. Do you have a different name on Twitter? Because I don't think I see. Yeah, man, I don't have any tweets with that name. So you always gotta let me know what your name is, or if your Twitter is set to private, you always gotta make sure it's set to publicly viewable. Here comes the race for Special 3 at 2%, BG. Is that a reference to the arena fight I was doing? I don't even pay attention to the arena fights. I have no idea. Just got uncollected. Hey, Lebowski, congratulations. Opened a 5-star tech and Cosmic Duel Crystal and got a Vulture. Okay. Vulture's actually not terrible these days. It used to be bad. His buff is pretty decent. Might not be the most highly sought after champion, but actually not a bad champ. Is Nick Fury unduped still good? Yes. You'll often hear that Fury needs the dupe, like it's required for the champ. But really, it's just like he benefits a lot from it because he gains a whole second life. But when I'm playing Nick Fury, I'm still trying not to die. I'm still trying to stay in that first life. So unduped, yes, Fury's still good. Defensively, he definitely needs the dupe, and offensively, you definitely want him to be duped. But the only place where it's required is on defense, I would say, which I think is one of his best uses. But yeah, lots of people just use him offensively. Thanks, BG. In that case, I should definitely grow my roster a lot more. I've only recently hit Cav. Need to grow a lot more. Yeah, man. It's pretty fun getting your champs ready for the arena, as far as I'm concerned, at least. Not everybody enjoys it, but I actually enjoy it. And you don't need to hit the highest reward brackets in order to get really good rewards from the arena. If you're just getting milestones and not getting the champions and stuff like that, dude, you're still progressing a lot. It's pretty rare that I do these grinds for champions. We're talking like a handful of times a year. Am I actually going for a 6-star? And I don't grind for 5 stars anymore. Well, I mean, there's still going to be rare exceptions, I suppose. But for the most part, I don't grind for 5 stars. I say that as, like, you know, a couple weeks from now, I do want to go for a 5-star War Machine in the basic arena. Because I don't think he's going to go that high, but... yeah, for the most part, I grind arena for the milestones, for the units and gold and ISO and all that. Maybe someone in an earlier stream was telling me that OG Daredevil at Sig 200 was OP and cheeses content. Is there something I missed? He can cheese some content, technically. I think the awakened ability that he has is OP. I don't think the champion overall is OP, and therefore kind of a weak champion still. But having all projectiles miss, if you're up against an opponent that has a projectile-based attack, it's like guaranteed, you know, well, it's evade with him, right? Not miss. Then yeah, for the most part though, I think the champ is pretty weak. Definitely not worth pumping Sigs into. If you got there naturally to Sig 200, my condolences. But yeah, still kind of a cool thing, to be honest. My name on Twitter is Cybite. Yeah, well, I've got no Cybite here, dude. So, again, maybe you're set to private, or maybe you didn't tag me in the tweets. But I definitely don't have any tweets from anyone with Cybite. So, BG, can you check my tweet? Just Nocturno. I do have a tweet from you, yes. Sure can. I'm 3 quests away from Uncollected and was wondering what I should be looking towards and ranking up next. My Stark Spidey and Domino are both ranked 3, and I have a 4-star generic, but don't know who to use it on. Any help? Okay. Hang on. Let me just finish fighting this America Chavez. Oh, there we go. Okay, 3 quests away from Uncollected. Okay, those 3 quests are very difficult. So good luck to you first off. Okay. Let's see. I mean, first thing that comes to mind is something that you might not want to hear. But I'm seeing that you're level 44. And I'm thinking you probably have not 100% explored Act 4. I usually recommend that before moving into Act 5. Just to gain the extra mastery points. It'll make all of your champions stronger. In that time, you'll gain a bit more rank up resources. You'd even get a 5-star champ to rank 4 with the tier 2 alpha that you get from Act 4. I think it's worth doing. I was hoping to see a White Magneto in your roster. I don't think I saw one. Just doing another quick scan here. Yeah, I don't think I see one unless I missed it. But he's got pre-fights that will help in the Masochism quest, which is the one that you're on right now. So, yeah. If you did get one, you don't need to rank him up, but you always want to include him on the team for that quest. But as far as who you should rank up, I mean, you're going to be taking in 5 champions, right? You're always going to be taking in Domino and Spidey at least, right? So that kind of leaves 3 spots. And you already have some 4-star champs that are ranked up. Like this Archangel could be really helpful, but at the same time, that's taking away catalysts that you can use to rank 4 Domino, which I think is going to be better. So I don't necessarily recommend ranking up Archangel, but then who does that leave? I think Awakening Medusa can be a good option. Let me just think about it a little bit more. But she gains a lot out of the Awaken ability, so let's take another quick look through here. Do you have immunities covered already? You don't have a bleed immunity. Morningstar is bleed immune, but I don't really recommend playing her in Act 5, to be honest. So it might be a good idea just to get some kind of robot ranked up. Could go with like Guillotine 2099, or you could Awaken and rank up the Sentinel or Colossus. But again, that's gonna inevitably, you know, take away some of the catalysts. Actually, Nebula. Maybe Nebula is the way to go. Forgot momentarily here about her buff. It's probably what I would do. She would help shut down some robots and some quests, and you're not really gonna run into shock immune champs too much. Just having that that bleed immunity. She doesn't need to be awakened, so I'd probably like rank up Nebula, Awaken Medusa. That way you have a bleed immune champ, like or just any bleed immune champ that you want. But in general, you know, you'd be using like these 4 and then probably Blade or maybe a Synergy or something like that. So you don't necessarily need to rank up a 4-star, but if you do, it'd be good to go with someone that has bleed immunity. But yeah, awaken that Medusa, I would say. Awaken Medusa. I recommend going back to Act 4. But if you just want to tough it out and get uncollected first, I understand. And yeah. Name maybe Jeffrey Olsen on Twitter. It is or it isn't, dude. I hate to say it. But like, you should be able to check your Twitter name. I do see a Jeffrey Olsen here. So this may be you. But let's see. All right, who would you say I should rank up for variants? Also, what variants would you say are the easiest? I have only completed variant 4. I usually recommend 5 and 6. They have better rewards, and the restrictions aren't too, it's not too strict. So one of them is villain, and the other is symbiote, Spider-Verse or Mystic champions. Although you've got this Hitmonkey here, I haven't tried the newest variant, the mercenary one, but you can certainly try it out with the 6-star Hitmonkey. Might go all right. Although I hear, actually, wait for the final boss to be changed. You might as well not go through it now unless you already had a stacked roster and we're just kind of bored. But okay, you got this Spidey ranked up already. Got a long shot here. You might want to go with the Spider-Verse and Mystic variant, because you don't have any villains ranked up. Spidey can also stun lock in variant 3 if you put Miles Morales on the team and then load in just other tech champs. You could stun lock with a special one in that variant. But yeah, I'd probably recommend the Mystic and Spider-Verse variant. And then just rank up, yeah, like focus on one variant at a time. So just rank up, you know, whoever you can to help you with that variant. I didn't see a huge standout to recommend, so you might have to like, hold on, let me just take one more look here. What you might want to do is pop open like the dual class 5-stars. I want to pop open the dual class 5 stars, the tech and cosmic ones, and hope to get Venom or Venom Pool. I don't know. Is that a good idea? It could still take a while to land one of those champs. Maybe don't do that. Maybe, or I mean, maybe you could try like a few times or something, but you don't want to get caught in that trap of like going for 1 or 2 champs for too long. So maybe just pop regulars or whatever class type you have Catalyst for and things like that. But if you ever did get Venom or Venom Pool, they'd be great to rank up. But as it stands right now, I didn't see a big standout to go towards that variant. But focus on one at a time if possible. And as soon as you get that one done, move over to the next one, which I'd recommend Villain. Cat is sleeping in front of me. Do you know cats spend half of their life sleeping? Sometimes I wish I was a cat then. Half of life sleeping. That sounds so good right now. I would love to be sleeping. This grind, man. I'm exhausted. How's he fighting while scrolling through Twitter? Oh, I'm actually playing. This is all pre-recorded. Just kidding. I got extremely lucky when I lopped. That opened a dual science mystic crystal. I pulled 5-star Doom last month. That is extremely lucky. Congratulations, man. Sick pulls. BG, I'm free now because I completed the Uncollected this week. Hey, man, congratulations. Tell any tips what I want to do now in MCOC. Completed all side quests and monthly event quests, and any tips for Cav too. Well, that's what you want to do is work your way towards Cav. You can take your time with it. You know, you now have the Uncollected monthly to sink your teeth into as well, but you do want to, you know, work your way towards the Cav title. It's tough. It's a step up for sure, going from Uncollected to Cav. Stop ranking 4-star champions if you're still ranking them, just because, you know, by the time you make it to Act 6, you're not going to be able to use them anymore. So, just for anyone out there that is not Uncollected yet, it's fine to rank up some 4 stars on your way to Uncollected. Usually I recommend like 1 to 2 of every class type you can get a 4-star ranked up for, you know. Even after you get into Act 6, there's technically some like 4-star challenge type stuff. And then the arena, so it's never totally wasted. But if you are, you know, making your next goal in the game to get to Cav after you hit Uncollected, you should really only be focusing your rank ups on the 5 stars. But as far as any other advice goes, I mean, take things slow. There's no rush, man. If you keep rushing from title to title or something like that, you know, you'll end up burning out on things. So take things nice and slow. Make sure you've got a good, healthy stash of revives before you move on into the next quest. And 5.3 is a slog. Every single quest, you have damage reduction for all class types except for 1. So it's this grind that you got to go through. But if you just kind of take things nice and slow with it, you'll get it over with before you realize it. Wondering if I should rank up 5-star Void or Cap. Who's got more utility? I can awaken either one and Sig 200, whichever I choose. Deciding is my issue. Okay. I personally recommend Void. It's debatable as for which one you're going to enjoy more. You know, some people like Cap more, some people like Void more. I'm definitely in the Void camp between those two. But they're both good champions. They both have their pros and cons. I like the steady damage that Void can dish out without having to make contact. Like, Cap with Synergy has Petrify, and you can reverse healing, and you can technically activate that reverse healing faster, especially if you have the Despair Mastery. Just get a few parries off real quick, and you know, you can watch the opponent just obliterate themselves if they have like a regen node. But those situations, they're not that common. You don't run into those types of nodes that frequently, and Void can handle, you know, most he could handle all those same nodes too. There's like one situation that I've ever come across that I feel like I needed Cap for, and Void would have been a huge struggle for, which was a quest in I think it was 6.3, if I remember correctly, which might have gotten changed even. I'm not sure if it still exists the same way. But yeah, other than that, there's been plenty of other situations where I needed to use Void and Cap would not have worked out too well. The steady damage that you have just from, you know, landing debuffs on the opponent, with, you know, you don't have to parry the opponent to get your debuffs off. You don't have to bring in any kind of synergy. He's got Incinerate immunity, which you don't always need, but in certain situations up against champions like Mephisto, where you want to be controlling his power and having, you know, the Incinerate immunity and stuff like that, it's nice. Don't use your special. Thank you. God, who puts Thing in the arena? Seriously. Get this guy out of here. BG was late tonight because he was knee-deep in GTA. Yes. I play Grand Theft Auto every single night before playing MCOC. Where did this come from? GTA. The last Grand Theft Auto I played was probably Grand Theft Auto 2 or something like that, man. I was never big on those games. I never got into Grand Theft Auto 3, which was the one that like really set the series off, but like I actually remember playing the like the top-down view like isometric 2D Grand Theft Auto. I never had it, but like at a buddy's house or something like that. Very different game. Well, maybe not that different, but pretty different. First chapter in 6.3 with that science boost. One of the last times I used Cap 2. Mike, it's the one I was thinking about. It had buffet and do not go gentle, and I think stun immunity or something like that. It was like a really nasty combination of nodes. It also might have been because I was doing a Legends run and it was just faster to use Cap than it was to use Void, and maybe Void could still handle it too or something. I don't know, but it was some like nasty combo like that. I know it had do not go gentle, pretty sure at least. Sneepskin sending over a euro saying, good morning, Mango Tango, man. Oh, what I would give for some Mango Tango right now. Just woke up from a lot of noise. Was that uppercut really necessary? Perhaps. Can you please rub that beautiful polished bald cap for me to please the bean gods? Still need doom. Oh, beautiful bean gods. Please bless Sneepskin with doom. Is that good enough? There's the one request. Don't anyone ask for it. All the luck is going towards Sneepskin and his doom right now. Good luck, dude. Good luck. It's kind of hoping they'd port the first two to newer consoles. I loved that original when I was way too young to be playing it. I don't even know when they came out, man. I know I probably sound like kind of old talking about some 2D Grand Theft Auto or something like that. But, let me see when these games even came out. Hold on. You could tell they were good games back then. I just didn't really play them. But a buddy of mine was pretty into it. Come on, dude. Can you stop throwing your extremely long duration special one? Now you're unstoppable. Get out of here. Alright, Grand Theft Auto 2 release date. Let's see. 99. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. It was right before I got into Diablo. Is when I played that. How about Grand Theft Auto 1? Because now that I think about it, I don't know if I was playing number 1 or number 2. It might have been the first one. The first one came out in 97. It probably was the second one, though. You know what? Let me pull up a picture so you guys can see what I mean. Because a lot of people probably haven't even seen, like, the 2D Grand Theft Autos. Hold on. You know what? I might have been playing Grand Theft Auto 1. I don't know. These graphics, they look better than I remember. Actually, in some of these pictures, they don't. No, this is probably it. It looked like this. So, going back a long time here, if I remember correctly, it's still kind of what you know about Grand Theft Auto, where, you know, you could still hop in cars and run amok and all that stuff. It was this picture that when I first looked at it, I thought this looked a little bit nicer, but maybe not. But yeah. I really don't remember much about the game. Yeah, 6.3.4 starts with Drax. That sounds familiar. Buffet, Do Not Go Gentle, Stun Immune. I spent too much time on this game, man. Yeah, I mean, I guess I also could have just done this. Yeah. 6.3.4. Is that the one you said? That is the one you said, yeah. I guess I wouldn't be able to see all the nodes there anyway. Oh, what am I doing? What the heck am I doing though, man? Did I forget that I was grinding for Shang-Chi? I need to be in the arena right now, dude. Instead of talking about Grand Theft Auto 2. Grand Theft Auto was definitely a big jump back then. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Our friend and I playing GTA 1, and one of us saying, imagine if this was 3D, and thinking that could never happen. Yeah. GTA 2, love that game. Hashtag tangent incoming. Man, a lot of people, I guess more people than I expected in here have played GTA 1 and 2. That's cool. Like I said, I never really played any of the GTAs much. I'm trying to think if I ever even laid my hands on the controller for GTA 3. Like, maybe at a buddy's house or something like that for a couple minutes. I remember, like, all of my friends being into it, but you know what? Okay, hold on. When did it come out? Number one, like, I don't know. It's weird because every game I play always has violence, right? I'm beating the crap out of Odin right now, but I don't think of this violence the same way as I think of, like, you know, Grand Theft Auto violence. And listen, I would never be someone that's like, oh, these damn video games are rotting our kids' brains. Hell no. But at the same time, I don't know. I've never been into that type of game. Meanwhile, Diablo 2 slaying demons or World of Warcraft fighting each other. But I don't know. I don't know what it is. It's like slightly more real in Grand Theft Auto. Again, it doesn't bother me. I don't know how to put it in the right words. It's just never like something that I've gravitated towards, I guess. Just the same way that like a different type of music wouldn't bother someone, but maybe they don't listen to it, you know? Plus, hold on, let's see, the release date. Okay, 2001. Yeah. That makes a ton of sense. 2001, I had stopped playing console games. I got totally sucked into the world of Blizzard games, essentially. Diablo 2, Warcraft 3, and then eventually World of Warcraft, and then all the mods for Warcraft 3, like Dota. I was just totally sucked into that world. No other games existed. Never played another Legend of Zelda after that, basically. You know, like... I just got too sucked into it, you know? But anyway, Black Sarah from 705 saying, went to the bathroom and caught a body. Hashtag thick and brown with Black Seraphim. What, dude? What are you doing? What are you doing with all those baby bottles and lit cigarette emojis, dude? Why? I don't even understand. But thank you for the 5. Okay, thank you. I worked at GameStop for a while and having to explain why GTA 5 was rated M to a parent whose 6 to 7-year-old kid wanted it was a fun time. Wow. My parents never... I don't remember a time where they were ever like, nah, you're too young for this. I think they pretty much just let us do whatever we wanted, like within reason, you know. I don't think at 6 or 7, I don't think they would have let us play a game like Grand Theft Auto. But at the same time, I don't remember any game where they're like, nah, you shouldn't be playing that. Like when Mortal Kombat first came out, there was that whole controversy about it, right? Like, oh, games are too violent. No, we were playing Mortal Kombat. I remember like I was like like too young to be able to put in like the code to show blood, because on like the Super Nintendo version, there was no blood. Like you would uppercut someone, but no blood would come out. And like my dad would put in the code to show the blood, you know? So, yeah, I don't think they ever cared about anything like that. I don't know how old I was at the time. I think I was already like 12 or something like that. But anyway. Tried the side event with Annihilus. I haven't messed with the side event at all yet. Usually, you know, the game Free Fire in Play Store is the #1 game. No idea what that game is. Also, not super interested. About to sound really get off my lawn, but games back when I was that young weren't nearly as graphic as they are now. Yeah. I mean, definitely. Things always continue to amp up, and they will continue to amp up. We're gonna have virtual reality Grand Theft Auto games. Maybe dude. That's probably gonna be the next time there's like some Supreme Court case over violence in video games, is when they have like the virtual reality one, and now you're actually running around stabbing people or something like that. ABA CABB on the Genesis. That's burned in my brain forever. That sounds familiar. But if you didn't, if I didn't know what we were talking about, I probably would have been like, "What is that?" I don't think I would have remembered it. Ripped his head off with the spine attached, right? In for a fatality you're talking about, or I don't remember the differences in like fatalities with or without the code and stuff. If they had that or not, but I think they still did, even without the blood code. I just don't think there was like blood dripping off the spine or something. But I do remember that fatality. Love these streams, B. Well, thank you. IBG, please can you check check Twitter when you get a minute? Matt Westerman, sure. See if I can find you. Hold on. I didn't find you, but I found this from Doug. The first early release of GTA I remember starting with. Wow. Really? Hold on. Matt, I don't know if I have a tweet from you. I can't find anything with your name on it. If you have a different name on Twitter, you always gotta let me know what your name is. I think I just died too. RIP. But, yeah. You might have a different name, or your Twitter account might be set to private. In which case, you'd have to make it publicly viewable, and then send the tweet again. Or you might not have tagged me in your tweet. One of those things. Or option D, all of the above. But either way, don't see a tweet. It's from a while ago. Oh, if it's from a while ago, then you have to send it again, man. I checked, like, since the start of the stream. I mean, I think. I'll check again. But, there's only so far I can scroll down. Let me see. Yeah, I've got nothing here since the start of the stream. So. Whoops. I clicked on my crystal as if I had one to claim. Not yet. Actually, with that game crash, though, might be a good time to wrap things up. 807 win streak, 62.5 million. I've got 5 stars to run. All right, so hold on. Yeah, I think I got about 4 million points, right? I mean, it was a little bit under 4 million points running my 6 stars, but I think I get a little bit over 4 million points running my 5 stars. So I think it is about 8 million combined with the two. So let's say this is gonna get me to like 66. And then, yeah, it's going to be somewhere in like the mid 70s is where I'm going to end up if I decide not to spend any units refreshing, which, I don't know, man. I kind of want to make the gamble. I kind of want to be stingy with the units. I can get my 4 stars in a couple more times too to pad the score. Which would get it up to like high 70s. Which... I mean, if the score goes up, how much higher would it really go up, guys? Is it a dumb move to not play it safe? Probably. Blades of Steel is GOAT. Blades of Steel, that's the hockey game, right? I never really played that game much. But I'm familiar with it. A little bit, at least. Familiar with the name. But alright. If I get 225 units out of this here crystal. Cav. I'll get a Cav. Should be working now. Just retweeted. Okay. Let's see. Hold on. I have your tweet. But wait for it. Wait for it. Gold. RIP. Ooh, 50k gold though. That's nice. Okay, let's see. Just became uncollected. Any advice on what to do next? You gotta keep pushing through until you get capped, pretty much. You don't have to do it right away. You know, do the uncollected monthly. But slowly start making your way through 5.3, 5.4, and eventually 6.1. Focus mostly on your 5 stars to rank up. I'd say stop ranking 4 stars entirely if you haven't already. And as far as who to go with, I mean, you've got a few good ones started here. It's funny, Torch, he's amazing, but I don't think he's particularly amazing at going for Cav. He gets better like the longer you're in the game, the deeper you get into the game. So you don't necessarily need to go with him right away. You could toss another rank onto Void. If you want. Would actually probably benefit you more for now. Yeah, Professor X is a beast. Although you're going to be fighting resources between Strife and Professor X. You probably just dumped a whole bunch into Strife. But Professor X is a beast. Howard the Duck is good. I don't know. Like, here's the thing. When I'm looking at your roster, I see a bunch of champs that are pretty good. It's hard to recommend going like all in into any one of these champs necessarily, though. Like I said, Torch, he's a god, and the deeper you get, the better he'll become. And same thing, you know, for Void as well. But champs like Howard the Duck, Black Widow, Sim Supreme, you know, Hitmonkey as well. They're really good. Like they're pretty good champs. But they're not that one, like, just ultra, you gotta rank them up, Doom style champ. So, you know, I'd maybe recommend to start ranking up some of these guys. Professor X. Professor X is probably the closest you have to something like that. And Torch. But like I said, specifically for going for Cavalier, you don't need to invest in him. You can just keep going with Void. But yeah, get some rank ups on these guys and just kind of wait till you pull in more champs even. And yeah, get yourself into Act 6. Do the uncollected monthly as you go. And eventually you'll be able to get Cav. Alright, Roger sent 05 saying BG for 5.3. I used the 30% boost and 15% boost to help negate that 50% damage reduction. Worked for me, maybe not for everyone. It helps. Yeah, man, it definitely helps. If you've got the boost available, it will certainly put in some good work. Boosting up like that, yep. It's good advice. Even if you don't have the most powerful boosts, never forget about the boosts. And even if you're only popping a 20% and a 10%, that can still help. But, okay, on that note, guys, it's time to call it a night here. I have to head back into the arena, but I'm going to grab maybe a little bit of food as I do and continue the grind. So, I'm out of here. Good luck if you guys are also grinding. Before I go, shout out to Kai for being tonight's biggest D once again. And, yeah, I will see you guys tomorrow, hopefully with a Shang-Chi. Night, Hollywood. Good night, Dragon Dagger. But alright. I'll see you guys later. Night, oh, wait. Roger sending over another 5 as I was clicking the end stream button. If that was 1 second later, would not have even read this message. But your message is Speed Up D sent $5. Speed Up D is not even in here. How dare you? How dare you say such a thing? I can't do the Speed Up D thing if Speed Up D ain't here, man. That is going to change the big D, though. So, when that changes, the D is yours, Roger. The D is yours. But, thank you, dude. What about Raid Legacy? Dude, oh, man. Is Legacy streaming right now? Yeah. Oh, yeah. Let's raid Legacy. Good call, man. Happy I saw that before I ended the stream, too. There's a link to Legacies. Dude, Static said it over the last minute, too, as well, saying, BG, wait 5 seconds and check Twitter. Okay. I will do just that. You guys are killing me, though, man. I need to get back on the grind. But, alright, hang on. I'm waiting. I'm refreshing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hasn't come in yet. All night stream? Hell no. Dude, I'm already feeling quite tired from just grinding all day. I don't feel like doing like I don't have the energy, to be honest. All right, here we go. What do we got here, Static? What is this? Oh, I've seen this bug before. Yeah. Nebula specifically against APOC. Although she's a robot, she's bleeding, she's poisoned. Yeah. Yeah, this is a known bug. Kabam is aware of it. They're gonna fix it. I mean, I don't know if it's gonna be fixed in the next update or not. You never know with this game and the bugs and all that, but yeah, it's a known issue. It's only against APOC as far as I'm aware that happens. Every time I've seen it, at least, it's been APOC. So yeah, something to do with that interaction. Want my revives back? Yeah, I would too. Some BS right there, dude. Some ridiculous BS. But yeah, RIP. All right, here's the link to Lags one more time. Show Lags a little bit of love. He's doing the variant thing right now. So yeah, he's 100% clearing it. He's been live for over 4 hours now, so he's probably approaching the finish line. So go cheer him on if you guys are staying up. And yeah, I will see you guys tomorrow. Like I said, hopefully with a fresh Shang-Chi. Night, everybody.